"Who wants to take me to prom?" my crush of 4 years asked the group chat. When I responded, everyone went silent. The notification popped up during calculus class. Madison's message sending my heart racing as I typed, "I'd love to take you," before anyone else could claim this chance I'd waited 4 years for. But instead of the flood of responses I expected, the group chat went completely dead. 27 people in our senior chat saw my message, each read receipt appearing like a judgment, but nobody typed anything. Not Tyler, who commented on everything. Not Jessica, who was Madison's best friend. Not even Oliver, who'd been encouraging me to ask her out for months. The silence stretched for 5 agonizing minutes before Madison wrote, "Nathan, we need to talk after school. Everyone else, please don't say anything until I handle this." Handle what? I'd simply answered her question, offered to take her to prom like she'd asked. But everyone acted like I'd violated some invisible boundary that everyone knew about except me. The rest of the day was torture. People who usually talked to me avoided eye contact in hallways. Oliver just shook his head when I tried asking what was happening. Teachers seemed to look at me with pity, though that might have been paranoia. My phone stayed silent. No texts, no explanation. Just the weight of 27 people's knowledge of something I didn't understand. After school, Madison led me to the empty chemistry lab, closing the door with a gentleness that felt more ominous than anger. She sat on a lab table, taking a breath before speaking. "Nathan, that message wasn't real. Someone hacked my account during lunch and sent it to 12 different group chats. They posted it everywhere." My stomach dropped as she continued. "But here's what everyone else knows that you don't. The hacker sent private messages to everyone except you, warning them it was a prank, telling them not to respond. They wanted to humiliate whoever actually thought I was asking." She showed me her phone, scrolling through dozens of warning messages sent from her account. Everyone in our chat had received one except me. I was deliberately excluded, set up to be the only person who responded genuinely. The surgical precision of the cruelty made me sick. "Check Instagram," she said quietly. They posted screenshots. An account, Cringe Prom Fails, had my earnest response captioned, "Local simp falls for obvious bait," with crying laughing emojis. 300 likes. Comments from people I'd known since freshman year calling me pathetic, desperate, delusional for thinking Madison would ever want me. Some had added photos they'd taken of me looking at her in class, building a narrative of the creepy guy who couldn't take hints. But then Madison did something unexpected. She recorded a video right there. "Someone hacked my account today to humiliate people who responded to fake prom invitations. Nathan was specifically targeted, and I want to be clear, he did nothing wrong answering what he thought was genuine. Nathan's brave for responding. Whoever set him up is the actual creep here." She posted it immediately, tagging our entire school. Within minutes, the narrative shifted. People started calling out Cringe Prom Fails, reporting it for harassment. Jessica posted her screenshots of the warning messages, proving how calculated the setup was. Others admitted they would have responded too without the warning. The investigation revealed the hacker was Kyle Morrison, who'd asked Madison to prom last month and been rejected. He'd spent weeks planning elaborate revenge, not against Madison, but against anyone else who might dare ask her out. He'd been monitoring our group chat, collecting information about me for months, screenshotting every interaction Madison and I had, building profiles to maximize humiliation. The school's IT department found he'd hacked multiple accounts, running similar schemes on 3 other couples, destroying relationships out of jealousy and spite. Kyle was expelled immediately. Cybercrime charges meant he wouldn't graduate, his college acceptance revoked. 2 days later, Madison found me at lunch while the entire cafeteria pretended not to watch. "About prom," she said, sitting across from me. My actual answer, not the hacker's question, is, "I'd really like to go with you, if you still want to, after all this." The cafeteria erupted when I said yes. The same people who'd stayed silent now cheered and applauded. Tyler started chanting our names, and I even got the news that Cringe Prom Fails was banned. Prom night was perfect, made better by surviving the attempted humiliation together. During our slow dance, Madison admitted she'd had a crush on me too, but had been too nervous to say anything. Kyle's scheme had backfired spectacularly, turning what he'd intended as my destruction into our beginning.